everyone, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some books that I recently got, and I was going to film a mini haul today and then this showed up in the mail. Perfect timing. So I'll open the package first and then go over the other books that I got. I did not order this. Anything that I ordered from Amazon has already arrived or shouldn't arrive until a few weeks from now, so at least I'm assuming this isn't something I ordered. So let's open it and see what it is. Also, it is extremely humid today, so please don't mind the poop bun and the frizz. It is untamable. The humidity has been crazy, so that's why I look like a mess. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I just added this recently to my wish list. Oh my goodness. So it is The Memories We Painted by Caitlin Miller. I just started following her on Instagram and I saw that she's an author and this book sounds so good. But before I read the back, I need to know who sent me this. Bailey! Miriam, this book sounds so good. I can't wait to hear what you think. You're such a blessing to me. Love you, my classics queen, from Bailey. Bailey, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Okay, so this book says, Pennsylvania, 1936. 6-year-old Josie Carter never expects to wake up one morning in a hospital bed with a chronic health diagnosis, paralytic poliomyelitis. Being so young, Josie doesn't understand what this means for her, but she soon discovers that she will spend the rest of her life in a wheelchair, battling for her health. While Josie reels from the bitter loss of her health, her mom helps her find something she can do despite what she now can't. In the process, Josie discovers something she most likely wouldn't have if not for her health diagnosis. And then New York, 1951. Now a young adult, Josie sets out for a small town in New York to stay at her aunt and cousin's unoccupied home for the summer. While there, Josie is offered two unexpected things, a job and a friendship with her neighbor's son. But blessings and setbacks go hand in hand, and when life deals Josie a devastating blow, it brings her to another unexpected place in life, one that changes her forever. This sounds amazing, and I just love this cover too. Like, the colors, just beautiful. Bailey, thank you so much. I'm so excited to read this. I'm so excited. I also recently got some more books on Kindle, which I've been reading a lot more from. I actually read Kindle off of my laptop. I don't have an e-reader, but it works for me. I enjoy it. So the first one I got is Up from the Sea by Amanda Dykes. This is kind of like a prequel, but a very short prequel to Whose Waves These Are. And I'm actually currently reading that book. And I didn't realize that this was the prequel, but when I saw that it is, I needed to have it, so I got it right away. And I also got two more short stories by Amanda Dykes. I got Bespoke and Tin Can Serenade, and these are two short stories around Christmas time, so I will definitely try saving these for the holidays. They also sound really sweet, so I'm excited for these for sure. I'm also slowly getting into more contemporaries, which is not usually my thing, but I'm not complaining. I think that there are definitely gems in this genre. And so I got a Christmas contemporary called Lovelight Farms. And first of all, this cover's adorable. And it actually sounds pretty sweet. So it is a Christmas contemporary. I've been in this huge Christmas mood. I'm still in this huge Christmas mood. And I got some Christmas books on Kindle because I absolutely needed to. But this one says, Where Love Light Gleams, a pasture of dead trees, a hostile takeover of the Santa barn by a family of raccoons, and shipments that have mysteriously gone missing. Lovelight Farms is not the magical winter wonderland of Stella Bloom's dreams. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm she's loved since she was a kid, she enters a contest with Insta-famous influencer Evelyn St. James. With the added publicity and the $100,000 cash prize, she might just be able to save the farm from its financial woes. There's just one problem. To make the farm seem like a romantic destination for the holidays, she lied on the application and said she owns Lovelight Farms with her boyfriend. Only there is no boyfriend. Enter best friend Luca Peters. He just came home for some hot chocolate and somehow got a farm and a serious girlfriend in the process. I don't know anything else about the book. I haven't seen any of my friends read it. I don't know if it's clean, but it just sounds really cute and I definitely want to try it out this Christmas. Another contemporary Christmas story, I got A Convenient Christmas, and this says, Abigail Smith loves Christmas so much that she made it her business. Whether it's simple gift wrapping or arranging a sit-down feast, clients of A Convenient Christmas can count on Abby to meet all their holiday needs. When her oldest and dearest client hires her to add a little cheer to her son's life, Abby is up for the challenge until he fires her. Finn Edenbury is too busy trying to get through the holiday season to enjoy it. The divorced dad is not looking forward to spending this year alone since his daughter Melody will be with his ex, which might be why he overreacted when he found a beautiful tree-trimming woman in his living room. An unexpected change of plans mean Finn will spend the holidays with his little girl after all. Finn turns to Abby with an apology and a request. Help him make Melody's Christmas magic. The Queen of Christmas can hardly say no, even if she still thinks he's a bit of a Scrooge. That is, until they spend time together. These two opposites end up wanting something for Christmas that neither of them expected, each other. It sounds silly, but it sounds really cute too. And this is tagged, I did see a couple people tag this as clean romance, so we'll see if it is, but it's Christmas and I'm enjoying contemporaries a lot more than I thought I would, so definitely want to try this out around the holiday season. The next Kindle book that I got because it was actually, I think, 99 cents and just a random Kindle sale, and it's historical fiction, and so I thought I'd pick it up and see if I enjoy it. It does have a pretty high average on Goodreads, even though it doesn't have a lot of reviews. But this one is called White Red River, and it says, in 1906, 15-year-old Forestina Bradley runs away from her stifling life of ease and joins the circus as a tightrope walker. After a tragedy forces her to leave the circus, she embarks on a life of nomadic adventure, running a carnival rat game and becoming involved in an illegal dance hall and moonshine business near the banks of the White River in Arkansas during Prohibition. Along the way, she meets and loves three men, Max, Jack, and George, who each break her heart in vastly different ways. It's a good thing that Forestina is tough enough to survive the men in her life, tough enough to become a legend. In 1972, Betty, a young reporter desperate to break into the Boys Club of Journalism, offers to interview the now elderly Forestina. What she discovers in Forestina's story is a lesson of strength, resilience, friendship, and faith. She learns that though defying normal is often painful, for some brave souls it's the only way to truly live. Inspired by a true story, White Red River vividly portrays the tumults and triumphs of a rough, generous soul who touched countless lives with her kindness and courage. So I'm even more excited now because it is inspired by a true story. And that actually sounds pretty good. So glad it was only 99 cents on Kindle. The last book I got from Kindle is The Smoke Hunter by Jacqueline Benson. And the only other person I've seen talk about this is Alice, and I'll link her channel down below. And she has raved about this book. She only has great things to say about it. I generally trust her ratings as well. So this one actually does sound really good. She said it kind of feels like a mix of Indiana Jones and The Mummy. And that sounds really good. So this one says, one stifling little arrest shouldn't have cost Ellie Mallory her job. It's just the latest in a long line of injustices facing any brilliant female with archaeological ambitions in Victorian England. When Ellie stumbles across the map to a mysterious ancient city, she knows she's holding her chance to show the world what she's capable of. But she's not the only one after the prize. A disgraced professor and his ruthless handler are hot on her heels, willing to go to any extreme to acquire the map for themselves. To race them through the uncharted jungles of British Honduras, Ellie needs a guide. The only one who knows the territory is maverick surveyor Adam Bates, and his determination to nose his way into Ellie's secrets makes him a dangerous partner. As Ellie and Adam navigate mysterious ruins, deadly cataracts, and one seriously angry boar, she realizes more than just her ambition is at stake. There's a deadly force lurking at the heart of the city, and if it falls into the wrong hands, it could shake the fate of the world. The Smoke Hunter is the first book in a high-stakes, rip-roaring historical adventure series, perfect for fans of The Mummy and Romancing the Stone. It sounds great. This sounds like a perfect adventure story and something that I would really, really enjoy, so there's that one. So those are the Kindle books that I recently bought, and now we'll go over some physical books. The first one is actually a gift from my sister. She found it at an antiques shop, I'm pretty sure, and I've had this saved to my Goodreads for a while, and I was really hoping to find a used copy because it is pretty pricey getting it brand new, but my sister found it for me, and I'm so happy. And that is Fairyopolis, a Flower Fairies journal. And this is basically like a children's picture book, but it feels like so much more than that. I've always loved fairies and the color purple and just the whole vibes, the aesthetic of this book. It's just so cute and something that if I ever have a daughter in the future, I'd love to pass down to her. But this is absolutely precious. It basically is made to look like a journal, and I'll try to get as much of it in frame as possible, but it is basically like a fictional journal of this girl named Cicely and her sightings of fairies and everything. So you have a picture of her. She's actually a teenager in this book. So it is fiction. It's like a story, but in journal form. So it says, this journal belongs to Cicely Mary Barker, and it's so cute. And so you have paintings and drawings and like her writing. You have interactive elements. This is like a postcard from her friend. There's this little booklet here. It says a guide to the fairies. So it just tells you about different types of fairies, and oh my gosh. Then there's this really interesting map of Sussex, which I think is so cool. And so it shows different areas that the narrator of the story, you know, references, and it's so cool. Here it says a very fragile treasure, and it's supposed to be a fairy wing, which is so adorable. You have that. And yeah, just every page has something so special. You have tales of grateful and helpful fairies in here, just little stories. And the very end is my absolute favorite thing ever. You have this little thing that when you look in, if you push it a certain way and look at it at a certain angle, the images inside are made to look 3D, and it's so cool. I just love this so much. So yeah, I have my sister to thank for this great find at a random antique shop, which I'm just so happy I have this. So 1 or 2 weeks ago, I got a package in the mail that I thought I ordered, so I already opened it, and it was actually a gift, and I already contacted the person who sent it to me, but this book is just so beautiful. My beautiful friend Tay from Tales and Treats with Tay sent me this, and you guys should all subscribe to her. She's amazing. And she sent me Ella Enchanted, this 25th anniversary edition. Sorry about the glare, but oh my gosh, it's just so cute. Thank you so much, Tay. This book is precious. You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about Christmas because it's still August, but I have another Christmas book to share. I got Holiday by Gaslight, and this is by Mimi Matthews. I've heard such good things about the story. It's a novella. It's quite short. It's actually under 200 pages, so this should be a really quick read, but this cover, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So this one, I don't know what it's about, but I've just heard great things. It says, a courtship of convenience. Sophie Apperset is quite willing to marry outside of her class to ensure the survival of her family. But the darkly handsome Mr. Edward Sharp is no run-of-the-mill London merchant. He's grim and silent, a man of little emotion, or perhaps none at all. After 2 months of courtship, she's ready to put an end to things. But severing ties with her taciturn beau isn't as straightforward as Sophie envisioned. Her parents are outraged, and then there's Charles Darwin, Prince Albert, and that dratted Gaslight. What's a girl to do except invite Mr. Sharp to Apperset House for Christmas and give him one last chance to win her? Only this time, there will be no false formality. This time, they'll get to know each other for who they really are. It sounds very fun and perfect for Christmas, so very excited. Next up, I got a used copy of Christie by Catherine Marshall. I got this off of Thrift Books, and I am overall pretty happy with its condition. It is a little bit, you know, frayed at the edges, but not too bad. But yeah, I have only heard good things. I grew up watching the show, and I really need to get to this soon because it's set in Appalachia. I've been wanting to read more books set in Appalachia, and yeah, this is iconic, and I really need to get to it soon. I also got Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. This I got because it was, I think, 40% off at my local drugstore, out of all places. It was very random, but it was very cheap and brand new. Why not? And the only person I've seen talk about this so far, I think, is Gloria, and she really enjoyed this book. She did kind of lay out some reasons why others might not enjoy it, so I feel like I'm prepared for that in this book, but it is historical fiction. I think it's set in the 50s or 60s, and it does sound really good. So it says, chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Zott would be the first to point out that there is no such thing as an average woman. But it's the early 60s, and her all-male team at Hastings Research Institute takes a very unscientific view of equality. Except for one, Calvin Evans, the lonely, brilliant, Nobel Prize nominated grudge holder who falls in love with, of all things, her mind. True chemistry results. Like science, though, life is unpredictable, which is why a few years later, Elizabeth Zott finds herself not only a single mother, but also the reluctant star of America's most beloved cooking show, Supper at 6. Elizabeth's unusual approach to cooking, quote-unquote, combine 1 tablespoon acetic acid with a pinch of sodium chloride, proves revolutionary. But as her following grows, not everyone is happy, because, as it turns out, Elizabeth Zott isn't just teaching women to cook, she's daring them to change the status quo. Laugh out loud funny, shrewdly observant, and studded with a dazzling cast of supporting characters, lessons in chemistry is as original and vibrant as its protagonist. There are definitely elements of this that I feel I wouldn't enjoy as much, but I have high hopes and it was cheap, so. The last book that I have to share is one that I won in a giveaway, and I never win giveaways, so to say I was happy is definitely an understatement. I was ecstatic. My friend Amanda had a giveaway on her channel for reaching 500 subscribers, and I won A Dance in Donegal by Jennifer Dybel, and I'm just so happy because this book sounds so good. It says, all her life, Boston-born Moira Doherty, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, has relished her mother's descriptions of the Emerald Isle. When her mother dies unexpectedly in the summer of 1920, Moira is compelled to fulfill her dying wish, that she become the teacher in Ballymun, the beloved village in Donegal, Ireland she's heard so much about. After an arduous voyage, Moira begins a challenging new job in an unfamiliar and ancient country. Though a few locals offer a warm welcome, others are distanced by superstition and suspicion. Rumors about Moira's mother are unspoken in her presence, but threaten to derail everything she's journeyed to Ballymun to do. Moira must rely on the kindness of a handful of friends and the strength of Sean, an unsettlingly handsome Thatcher who keeps popping up unannounced, as she seeks to navigate a life she's never dreamed of, but perhaps was meant to live. I absolutely love books set in Ireland, Scotland, England, just the UK, those islands. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to get to this. Hopefully soon, because every day I pass by my bookshelf, I look at this book and want to pick it up. So very soon, hopefully. All right, so those are all the books that I have recently acquired, and I'm just really glad that I got my hands on them. I know I just did a massive book haul very recently, but such is the life of not only a bookworm, but a book collector. They just keep coming, you know? Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye!